Hi everyone. How's everyone doing? It's the Monday before Thanksgiving. So there's a conversation that has come up a number of times with different people for me lately, and I thought it would be worth creating a video about because I think it's really important as traders. And I'm sure you guys have had this conversation more than once with people in your life, maybe your family, especially people that might judge what you do, trying to be a stock trader. The conversation is one of what's the difference between a trader and a gambler? And are all day traders gamblers? A lot of people think that they are. They hear day trading, oh, that's gambling. So I have an opinion on that, as I'm sure most people do. And my opinion is no, it's not. Stock trading is not gambling. It's very different than gambling if it's done right. And that's what I'm always talking about. That's what I'm helping traders with. So if you have a plan and you're clear, this is what I'm buying, this is why, usually because of a chart if you're a technical trader. This is where I'm getting out. This is what my risk is. I'm really clear. This is what I'm willing to risk, and this is where I'm going to get out if it drops, if the trade drops to that location, right? If it goes in my favor, this is my plan. This is how I'm keeping it, or I'm scaling out, or whatever it is I'm doing. I'm really clear. So when I get into the trade, I know what I'm willing to risk. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, if you're gambling, you know what you're willing to risk unless you go out of control. But the trading plan is set up in a way that you know that your odds are better than 50%, that you're going to win and you're going to make money. That doesn't happen when you're gambling. I'm not a gambler, but from what I understand, when you're gambling, you have no idea what's going to happen and you're willing to risk. You go to Vegas, you're willing to risk $100 and then you lose your $100 and you're done. That's not trading. Trading it's very methodical and it's very calculated if you're doing it right. So to be able to do it right, you need the plan, you need it thought out, you need the risk management clear. But then you also need the ability to follow your plan. And that's when things usually go out the window for people. They have a plan, if they're lucky, they're clear. And then when it goes against them, let's say their stock was at $100, and it starts to go to the end. Their stop was at $100 and it starts to go there. And they decide, I don't want to lose $100. I'll just let it go a little bit further and a little bit further. And whatever else happens after that, we know the kind of disasters that can happen if you don't follow your plan, right? So again, you need the ability to have the plan and know what you're going to do with it, and then you need to be able to follow the plan. And that's where the psychological challenges come in, right? The fear of missing out, the chasing, the not wanting to lose, the hoping that it's going to turn around. And sometimes it does. So we don't really know what's going to happen. But when you do follow your plan, and again, you're clear what the risk is, then you're not gambling. The problem is that's not what most traders do. Most traders end up gambling because their emotions take them over. Any questions about that? If you have a question, jot it in the chat below or send me an email and I'll try to do another video to cover that. So when I'm working with traders, the first thing that we're doing is setting up a structure, which is a plan, and getting really clear on what your risk tolerance is, what the strategy is, and how you're going to be successful with it. The second part of it is really learning to implement that plan and dealing with the emotional part that keeps you from being able to. That's the hardest part of trading. It's the most important part of trading by far, in my opinion. It's not really treated that way in the industry, but it's if you can't follow your plan, if you can't stay true to your risk and what you set out to do, and you have emotions that take you over, it doesn't work. And then a lot of times it does turn into gambling. So if you're having a challenge, if you want to talk more about this, if you want to look at your specific situation, I offer a free consultation. And what that is having a 20-30 minute conversation looking specifically at your trading situation, what's going on, where you're stuck, where you haven't been successful, what's getting in the way, and what we can do to help you. And then looking at, do we want to work together? Is that a good fit? So if you're interested in doing that or talking with me, send me an email and we'll get you on the schedule for that. Otherwise, think about this. Am I a gambler or am I a trader? Where is it that I'm not quite following my rules or making sure I have a plan so that I am a trader and not a gambler? Hope this helps. Hope it gives you some clarity. See you next time.